Welcome back to another episode of the 206 WRX build project. Today I'm going to start off by painting the inner arches, front and rear, in some black underseal. I'm going to be using U-Pole Gravitex Plus. I'm using black for a couple of reasons to paint the inner arches. Partly it is aesthetic. Another reason, it doesn't show the dirt as easily. Before I get the paint out, however, I do need to mask off the areas where I could get some paint on the inside of the car. There are now 3 layers of underseal on the wheel arches, front and rear. I will do one more layer and then I'll call it done. With what I believe to be a sufficient amount of underseal under the wheel arches, I can get the masking tape back off. As I'm converting all of the light bulbs on the car to LEDs, I'm just checking what bulbs I need to get. I am just in the process of figuring out where exactly I'm going to mount these relays. Initially I was going to use the pre-existing rivet holes on this bracing here. However, I have decided to bring them further down here somewhere and make a box for them to fit in. This will mean they're slightly lower down, so if I want to have a harness for, say, helmets in the future, it will leave me more room. So this piece is going to be the base for the relay holder. I will then bolt the relays to the tray. The tray will be easily removed from the car in case I need to take the relays out. Now that I have the basic formation that makes up the lid of this wiring box, I will leave it unfinished because I'm likely to make holes in it as I add the wires to the system. Now that I have the position set for the relays, I know where the control panel is in the centre of the car. I can start on the wiring from the curly coil for the buttons on the steering wheel, and also the trigger wires from the switch to the relays. As the wires that go to the buttons on the steering wheel are such low amperage, I can try and keep the colours of the 12 wires in this curly coil. If I can find them long enough in the old loom, I can utilise some of this wiring. To track down all of the 12 different colours, apart from the grey, so I'm using black and white stripe as grey. The next job is to attach these wires to the back end of the curly coil, and these wires will go back to the relays. I will be using 2.8mm spade connectors on the wiring that goes to the buttons on the steering wheel and the connection to the loom. This means the curly coil can be unplugged at any point and will make it a lot easier to replace if I have to. That's it for another episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.